Good morning, everyone. It's February 6, 2024. Market just opened, and we're here looking at our watch list. So let's look at what the SPY is doing. SPY is an inside bar from yesterday. Pre-market low here is at 492 with a pre-market high of 493. Strategy today is sit on the sideline for at least 15 minutes and then from there do our trade. Strategy today is sit on the sideline for at least 15 minutes and then from there do our trade. So for the gap up and the gap down list, we do have a couple of stocks that we're watching today. Yesterday, I believe BLTR had earnings, so they're up by 19% today. The move happened here during the pre-market, so it will be hard to follow what it'll do right at the open. So let's just watch that. Then Chinese stocks like BABA are very active as well. So we'll look into BABA as well. BABA is, let's see here, already broke the pre-market low. NVIDIA high price stock. We do have Meta. AMD, I've always wanted to, yeah. Since AMD hit the top right here at 185, I've always been short bias in AMD now. But this one already have that move, so nothing to, yeah, no move there yet. NVIDIA, same, although a high price stock. Pre-market low, pre-market high. And then how about our Roku? Roku had been flat. We used to trade this one a lot before. Spotify, SPOT we're watching as well. Big up 10%, which is a big for a company like this. Just create an opening range breakout. And SE, not a lot of volume. I always just like to watch this one. Affirm, very active in the past. Let's just do our level here as well. And what else do we have here? For the gap down, Docu had been okay, Docu gap down by 7.1%, pre-market low, pre-market high here, and then we do have Tesla. What's SYM? SYM gap down by 19.2%, pre-market low here, although we do have a level here as well, but I don't want to put a lot of levels there. So that is SYM. Next one is Apple and Tesla. What is Apple and Tesla doing? All right, so for Apple, pre-market low 186 and high of that level, and then Tesla looks like it's due for a bounce. What is Amazon doing? Amazon, we always like watching Amazon. Amazon, look at that, 2 days ago or last Friday, it had earnings and beat it. So 3 days that it had been moving pretty good. Let's watch coin, our Bitcoin sector. And we'll be watching PEO as well. So NEO pre-market low with a pre-market high 576. So based from our daily, looking at the daily right here, let's see who has the most potential. AMD already formed that opening range breakdown. Yeah, it did test this body here, 174 pre-market spot, having that pullback here. 242. A little bit of a high price stock. SE here. SE, not a lot of volume, but encountering that level at the daily. At this one. So this one can just be arranged here from this level. That level right there was all the way back in November 14th. All right, so that is SE. From now, have that bounce. I was gonna watch here, JD. JD is a gap up as well, 4.5%. Okay. So I haven't had any open positions yet. All right, so PLTR had that little bit of a pullback below the VWAP and now still pushing up. All right, so let's see, 10 minutes in. All right, so PLTR had that PLTR just created a new high of the day. Yeah, PLTR, there's no business in shorting this stock. This stock is very strong. So at the most, the play there should have been a VWAP play where it is close to the VWAP and you entered at the pullback. All right, so SE. This one, 42, has just been moving by 40 cents. Not a lot of movement there. SYM, short selling restriction, 1.3 million. Float is 19 million. So it's been moving 43 to 38. Wow, that's a big move. Okay. This is getting interesting. 0.05 is the spread per 1 minute. Let's see our 15 here. 15 is just at the VWAP. Where are we heading here? Have a huge drop. 43. What is our level here? We do have a support at this level at a couple of days ago, which is 39.76. That is January 26th of this year. So that can be a support there. What is this company? Float of 19 million. Yeah. What is, let's see our daily. So when I see a stock, what I see here is yesterday it has a big volume bar. It's actually just one for today, so not a lot of volume today. The volume also spiked at this time. That was back in 2023. Are we on all-time low? We're not on all-time low. We do have moving average there. It already went down. This is the level that I was talking about. After that level, we do have another level right here. With this though, the spread now is 15, let's see, 6 cents. So that's going to be a bit difficult. Once you go in, you're already down by 6 cents. How about DOCU? DOCU is below the VWAP. 2 million. Shares float is 201 million. Not an all-time low. How's our volume today? Not as much as yesterday. Yesterday had a nice drop yesterday. Tesla. Wow, Tesla had that bounce. 177 yesterday, went to 175. So no open position yet for me. AMD was waiting for an opportunity for short, but it never gave us. It just went lower low. All right, so JD's a gap up. The daily for JD is just not as clean though. Look at this one, lots of space here. This one, I wouldn't trust this one for a long. Small volume bar. Yeah, that can just also, because we're now below the moving average here, so that can just go below that moving average. All right. All right, AMD. Wow, this one is still short, but it's too far from the VWAP, so we cannot. Amazon is just doing an inside bar. All right, Tesla critical level here. This is yesterday's level, 184. 184 yesterday is the high of this candlestick. All right, so first 15 minutes is in. Let's see, affirm. Tesla is just so strong. It doesn't show us any. It's heading to 185. Tesla is getting interesting just because of this first 15 minutes candlestick, how bullish it is. Let's look for, although it's still early for any signs of reversal right now, but this did start as an inside bar. So I am short bias on Tesla if Tesla shows us some signs of weakness. Okay, SYM 4044. All right, so SYM had a rejection here, high 4089. Tesla first pullback here. Let's get a confirmation. 1 minute. All right, so Tesla had that 184, 185 as a level, which is this 2 days ago's candlestick. Okay, first candlestick to go lower than previous one. Let's see what it'll do at R3. 184, logical. So this one, if it goes below 183, 85 or 81, considering to short. Considering short this one if it goes below the R3. All right, just a small position here. Small position in Tesla. First tab on Tesla. Small position to the short. So stop loss here is that Apple going R3 S3. So small position here to the short, but it is having the R3 as a support here. So let's see if Tesla is strong today and it will just stop us out. Let's see what other EV companies are doing. All right, let's see. Still, yeah, big order sitting right here, 185. $185. There's a big order 185, so it will pop on that 185. Still waiting for this one. Let's see, 185 about to get filled there. 185, that it went away. So 185 there. Stop loss is right there. Looking at the 5 minutes. 5 minutes, the first red candlestick here. This can also just pop up and have a stop out. Stop out. That's why we do have our 185.11 as a stop loss there. Just in case it's still not done heading up, we do have our stop loss. SPY having a little bit of a pullback. All right, Tesla. Wow, AMD is just a clean short here. What I'm seeing in Apple is the pivot point. Look at how clean it is from R3 to S3. So R3, S3, this one, inside bar. So it can just go R3, S3, pivot point there. Tesla. So with Tesla, the longer it takes for this one to have that pullback and having the R3 as a support, the lower the probability that it will break the R3. So I don't like that one. So unless SPY gives us a little bit of a pullback, this trade in here in Tesla is highly unlikely to work. It had tested R3 couple of times as a support. So let's see if this one back. There's a lot of orders here again at 185. SYM. Okay, so I got stop out there. All right, so all out of Tesla. Tesla not ready yet. Look at this SYM. SYM 40. Wow. All right, so one small trade with Tesla. This one is looking at this one earlier for a short. 40.95, 40.22, 70 cents. This is the level that we placed earlier, which it already went down. Wow. Just looking at Rivian as well. Apple here, the R3 S3. SPY is testing the low of the day. All right, let's see at Docu. Trying to see if Tesla is a short now. Let's see. This can also just be a consolidation for Tesla before another leg up. We have seen Tesla move so crazy before. Tesla is still higher high. Just some sort of consolidation at 185 at Tesla. Thinking of reshorting this one. Let's see if we do have the level that I have. It just keeps getting blocked. All right, so just reshorting Tesla here. Let's see if Tesla is ready for a short. Otherwise, I'm just gonna get stop out. Added to my position there, Tesla. So with that add, average cost here is 184.39. Okay, average cost. Trying to see if I can add to this. Okay, so that's the first 5 minutes there. Added to my position to the short. So just shorting Tesla here. Okay, so SPY having a little bit of a pullback. So VWAP right here at the 5 minutes. It bounced off of the VWAP 5 minutes. Still has a lot of bid, so we still have some place to go here. Got a big bounce at 182 here. SPY heading a little bit more lower. Had a big pushed up 182.86 at Tesla. Lowering down my, that was a big pushed up here, 182 all the way to 183. Big buyers step in at this 182. See what their 1 minute looks like. So average cost here 184.4. See what the logical stop loss is. 184. So just short of Tesla here. See, it's added to my short there. SPY heading lower. SE pulling back. What else is pulling back? So just short of Tesla. Rivian also having an inverted hammer at the top. Rivian here, 5 minutes inverted hammer. It's moving my stop loss just so I can give it some room. $85, big order sitting right there. Do we have a volume to support this? So I just have my stop loss, the logical stop loss there. The high of the day is actually 185.24. So we do have one, yeah, the logical stop loss here is 185.24. Average cost here is still this 184.4 because we have a big volume here. Big volume, 184. So what I see with Tesla though is this could still be a bull flag, a pullback, and still is very bullish. Unlike AMD, that's just very weak at the open. Giving it a little bit room. Okay, all out. So all out Tesla. Tesla was not ready yet for a short. Yeah, Tesla is just so strong. 186 now. What's our next level here? That's a big volume bar here. So Tesla stop us out. Um, this would be, let's see if it's even worth it to reshort Tesla here, given that it's so strong. Okay, so just shorting Tesla here. This would be the last trade. So we shorted Tesla, not the best entry there. So we've only been trading Tesla today. This one was a big volume bar, 1.2 million. What I see there with 1.2 million was a lot of stop loss got hit here. A lot of coverage happened, so 1.22 million. Hence that spike of volume. But let's see if it's ready now for a short. Otherwise, yeah, it's just gonna a failed Tesla trade. So let's see here. This one was initially, yeah, all the stop loss, including my stop loss, got hit here, and then you get the pullback. Now we have seen this one earlier with this a little bit of a pullback and then bounce up. So we do have to be cautious on that too. here, forming a 9 EMA, entry to 39.99. Wow. So that's $4 risk. So yeah, I'm not even gonna touch this spot. Tesla expect a support again here at R3. SE. Wow, look at SE. Volume now had picked up. 42.6, already a dollar move. Tesla, let's see now if Tesla is ready for a breakdown here. Let's see our 15-minute with a pivot point. So we have the R3, S3 here. R4 acted as a strong resistance there. We shorted, but a couple of stop out happened here in Tesla. So with that re-entry, average cost is 185.46. Amazon. Let's see if Amazon is having some support at S4. Daily still has some room to go. Sim eventually broke that level. Docu is a gap down, so I am short bias Docu. So it created a new high of the day, 51.18. But there's not a lot of volume to trust this one that it's ready for a short. AMD eventually got that support at 168. So the interesting fact is SPY bouncing, have that support at 492.17. Tesla is still below the moving average here. Nothing really exciting going on here, but just waiting for Tesla to break the support since we're short Tesla. What I'm seeing with Tesla now is there's not a lot of um, there's no imbalance first at the bid and the ask. So we're just heading to that consolidation part. It's 10:19. Volume is dying here. Baba created a new high of the day. Okay, Amazon tested S4 a couple of times here. Now, considering the daily, that test of the S4 can pretty much just be broken down as well. If the daily does not look like this, that it's a gap up and it's looking like it had been due for a pull, then I might, this one for me is still a short bias here. All right, Tesla, looks like we're moving. All right, so this one we are at the moving average. AMD. This body right here acted as a support. This could also just be profit takers. Shorts at 74 to 168. So Amazon here, yeah, most likely this is going to break that support. So most likely this is not going to be a bounce, but break of support. All right, Tesla, we're looking for a bigger move. NIO as well, having a little bit of a pullback. Look at this one. So now it broke that support. Rivian. All right, Tesla getting exciting here. We broke that support. So SE is the clean mover today. Look at this one. We do have the level there at the daily that it will can have a potential to have that as a strong resistance, which it did. And 41 yesterday's closing price or yesterday's low acted as a support. All right, Docu. First, all right, so just waiting for Tesla to break the support. Okay, added to my position there. The short in Tesla. Alright, so DocU, this is the first red candlestick at the 5 minutes. We are short bias in DocU, but this one is not closed yet. We still have a minute left. So if this one is an inverted hammer, we have the volume that's dying here. This can be a potential for a short. Look at the volume bar right here. It's depleting. Just giving Tesla some time here. All right, so we were talking about Amazon, that it's most likely it's going to break that support rather than bounce because of how the daily looks like. And look at what it did. It just broke that support. What else? All right, we're watching DocU. We have 10 seconds left for this to close. If I don't have a big position in my Tesla, I could have short this one at 51. Because look at the volume right here. Let's see if it's going to give me a small position to the short. Okay, so shorting DocU here. Stop loss is 51.61. Tesla is working here. You're just going to give it some time. Still working on our favor. It took a long time for Tesla to form, but we got there. So DocU here, not as liquid as Tesla. So Tesla still, we did test that level earlier. The next level here is 182. Remember, when we touched out 182, we shoot right back up. So let's see what it'll do at that level. Big order sitting right here, 183. Okay, so DocU here. See if I can add to my position. Added to the short in DocU. All right, so Tesla looks like it's about to test that support. Stop loss at DocU here is 51.59, which is about to get hit. this confirmation with docu there that we're showing is showing some signs of weakness. All right, Tesla looks like it's about to test the support again here. About to test the support again in Tesla. All right, 183. Tesla, 15 minutes looking good to the short. We've been short on Tesla, but we've been very patient with Tesla. All right, that's the support. We just broke the support on Tesla. Let's cover some. We have touched that support earlier, but now we just broke that support. We took some partial. Docu still not doing anything. Took another partial. Let's see what's the next level here. All right. See here. So Docu took a while. So Docu just short here, but there's not a lot of movements in Docu. Alright, Docu testing that support again. Baba looks like, let's see, this is a strong stock, created a new high, tested that level 77 couple of times. This one, if it gives an inverted hammer, that could be a good sign for, let's see, 1030. Good reversal is around 11:30. Alright, Docu here, moving nicely. AMD, yeah, it's just so hard to trust AMD that it had found the bottom just because there's still so much room here. So how much of the move up are you able to get from AMD? Don't really know. So unless you were short earlier, it's gonna be hard to trade it like at this point. Docu here, moving nicely. We just needed to give it some time. We have a very small position short at Tesla, which we're just making it run. Tesla short was all the way up here. So let's see. Tesla reshort was all the way up here. So that's why we're sitting in a comfortable position. So we're just letting that small position see what it'll do. Docu moving nicely to the short. So for Docu, what we saw was that initial 5-minute red candlestick. This is the confirmation right here that when it's pushing up, we are having no volume bar to support it. And that's why we entered short there with a confirmation. When you go to the 1 minute, look at this one, big wick. All the stop loss got hit and it just moved. That's why sometimes when I have a stop loss, a stop loss is going to be a logical stop loss, is you don't want to be in front of the market maker, those obvious stop loss, because you're just going to get hit before the move happens. So if this one gives some signs of reversal, I won't keep this trade for long. It's just so weaky. Wow. That was 50-50 is the next. But that was a big wick right here. Alright, I just closed my position. Docu has been so weaky right here that it wouldn't be worth risking. Just have that big wick right there. So green trade on that Docu. Rivian here looking weak with the 5 minutes testing those support. The only thing though is look at the daily, it's just an inside bar. So look at this Docu. As soon as we exit the position, still just heading sideways. Tesla, we only have a very small position to the short, trying to see if it's even worth it to keep that small position. What are the potential for Tesla? Tesla potential. All right, so you have the R3, S3 here. Potential is the S3 if Tesla is really that weak. order right there that I did not cancel. Baba looks like having a pullback. Okay, added to my small position that's left in Tesla to the short. Added to my position to the short. It's about to lose that moving average. So we're short Tesla here. All right. We do have that support right there. That's the high of this candlestick, 184.17. Good. Took some partial with Tesla. So that was a good move to add to the short right there. Waiting for the support to be broken, 184. That is the strong support there. All right, took some partial again. So we're still back in that support, the body of this candlestick. We are now in that moving average. Okay, testing that support again. Tesla, we just broke that support. That support still. Okay, perfect. Took some partial. Okay, waiting for that support to be broken. 183.66. Tesla having VWAP as a support here. So once we broke that support, we have a higher probability. We have tested this support couple of times, 182. All right, this is the break of support that we were waiting for. All right, another support there. 183.74, still acting as a support. Let's see what's okay. We just broke that support. Now the next support, 183.70. All right, 369. Lower low. 5 minutes, looking weak. Big volume bar here. Let's see if there's any other stocks that's moving. this one looking heavy here. Every time it pop, it's just have that pullback. So Tesla is looking weak. So we have a small position left there. But there's a big volume at the AST here. Okay, took some partial again. I did not like that pop. Okay, so now time to put the stop loss at break even. So stop loss now is at break even after we cover our shares here. So short added, and now stop loss is at break even. So now we can just let this one do its thing. Still has some potential for the short, but I just don't want to add to that position now. So very heavy here, testing that support again, 183.75. Big volume bar here. I'm waiting for 183.70 to be broken. Now we're printing 80s, still having that support at 69. There's no imbalance at the bid at the ask. SPY having a little bit of a pullback in the 1 minute. SPY is almost flat. Let's see if there's anything else interesting. So this is what we were talking about AMD, that you cannot trust AMD for a bounce because of how the daily looks so weak. So that's why even if this one had a bounce, how much of that bounce are you able to capture, because the higher time frame, which is the daily, is still looking that it's due for a pullback. So that's how you save yourself from those low risk probability trade. Look at the higher time frame. SYM, this one had been one of, easier short. It's a gap down, but it was initially like 40 cents or 15 cents spread that I did not want to be involved in. But look at this one, it's just 41 to 37. All right, it's back in Tesla. The thing that I like about Tesla is how liquid it is. Just the movement. It's trading 58 million. So it's like not boring at all. So since this is my stop loss, I'm gonna lower it down even lower than my break even. So even if it pop, then we're gonna be done with this trade. Big resistance happened at 184.29. So yeah, just waiting for Tesla to either stop me out or break that support, and then we'll be doing a recap. So we only traded two stocks today, Tesla and Docu, both of which gave us the move. Docu did not give us as much move as Tesla, but yeah, Tesla was a good stock to trade today. All right, so Tesla testing that support again. Trying to see if there's any other stocks that's moving. What time is it? Almost 12. So this is the choppy time of the day. So would not even consider opening a trade at this point. Let's see the bigger time frame. 15 looks short. 30 minutes just went below that support. There were not a lot of volume with this big candlestick here. This is a couple of times that we're testing that support. We do have some bid here. We are going to be breaking that support at 183.64. All right, so while waiting for this Tesla to do its thing, let's just do a recap. And let's see, mics are on. 84 still acting as a support there. See if Tesla is gonna stop me out here. SPY at the VWAP. SPY just is up by 0.14%, not a lot. Lots of asks sitting right here, so that would be very bullish. Wow, that was a big rejection there. All right, that was a good rejection right there. That one stop loss, they got hit by, that's what market makers do. That's how they make money. Stop loss of those who were shorting this one was hit right here, and now we are ready to go lower than that support. Now we're stocking up with bid here, so now we're gonna go break that support. Oof, another support. right, so let's just do our recap here. All right, so good morning, everyone. It's it's February 6th, 2024, 11:22 in the morning, and we're just here to do a recap. So we only traded two stocks today, Tesla and Docu, both of which are a green trade. We have a small position left in Tesla. Just wanted to see whether it still has a potential for this to break the, it's breaking now, the support. We tested that support couple of times already, and now we are heading lower than that support. So yeah, just a couple of shares left with Tesla, but we did traded only two stocks. So let's begin with Tesla. My stop loss is lower than my break even. So my average cost is 184.77. So that is 184.77 is right here. And that is stop loss is lower than my break even. So even if this one stopped me out, it's still gonna be a profit there. So with Tesla, we were really patient today just because yeah, we did not want to trade the first 15 minutes. So, and SPY was heading to sideways. We were inside bar with SPY. So SPY here, the daily, opened inside yesterday's candlestick, and that's why with that you just have to be very careful, knowing that you are gonna have some price action that will be in range bound as well. So what we saw was Tesla a couple of days had been very weak. So you have more than a week ago where it had that gap down, and then now we are in this range. So what I saw with Tesla was it had that inside bar. So yesterday candlestick, and then today we opened right here at 177. So that's an inside bar. Then at the 5 minutes, the 1 minute, look at how this one looks overextended. So the 5 minutes, you have the big candlestick there that moved from 177 all the way to 184. Big move from Tesla. You have yesterday's candlestick, and the day before you have your high of that yesterday's candlestick. And what I'm looking at Tesla is looking at the 5 minutes, the 15, looking like it's overextended. I would like to short Tesla. A bit of an aggressive move just because, you know, you have that consolidation, but given that it's going to be an inside bar kind of day, strategy is the pivot point. So R3, S3, we're all the way up there above the R3. So you have your R3, you have your S3. R3, S3, as soon as it opened, we just went past through that. We went all the way to R4. So with Tesla, I did have to do a couple of stubs here just because it was not ready yet for a short earlier. So that's the reason why, yeah, it required a couple of stabs. Let me just, okay, still back on that support on Tesla. So yeah, that's the thing with trading, you know, you cannot time it 100% of the time. But if you create a rule that you're willing to enter, let's say, a stock 3 times, and once it stops you out the third time around, then you can have the rule of, okay, not touching that stock again just because for the day, just because with the 3 stabs that you might have with a stock and it keeps stopping you out, that means your thesis with that stock is probably not valid. So I did have to take a couple of stabs with Tesla. I think I had 3 stabs here. So first stab with 1 minute, I got stop out. And then I was building my position. I got stop out here again. And then what I saw with Tesla is, so second stop out with Tesla. But look at the anomaly right here. just trying to make this one as clear as I can. So first stab, stop out. Second stab, stop out as well. But look at what's happening here. Those who were short at this level, which is me as well, those who have a stop lost at this level, because why would that be a logical stop loss? Because you have 1, 2, 3. That will be a third 1, 2, triple top, right? So those who were short has their stop loss above those double top, and that one gave us a stop out. So market maker can make their money as well once your orders get filled. So sure enough, I'm one of those who got stop out with that. Market maker made money out of my stop loss, so got stop out. But look at how this was 1.3 million volume, and looks like the bulls are getting exhausted with that 1.3 million. For this to keep pushing higher, it needs to have more than this volume for that to sustain that strength, which when I saw that big volume bar could be a sign of bulls getting exhausted. That's the time that when I saw this, I know I went to a shorter time frame. I actually used the 2-minute. So when I saw the 2-minute, okay, we have that R4 as a strong resistance there. In the daily, we do have that R4. Let's see. So when in doubt, always go to the higher time frame. So 186.34. 186.34 is this small 2 days ago's candlestick. 186, a little bit higher than that. And we do have that support here, that resistance here. So when I saw that big volume bar was showing some signs that, and we're heading lower still, showing some signs that bulls are getting exhausted with this. For this to sustain that strength, it needs to have at least 1.3 million for this to keep pushing higher. That was the signal for me to go short. Big position now, so short here. And then I did have that confirmation. Instead of partialing, I added to my position because the bears were just trying to hammer this one down. So once that happened, I added to my position, cover at the support. This support right here, 182, had been a very strong support. So once I saw that it had that support at 182, I tried to partial, and all out right here. Now, what I saw was, okay, I did not want to flip my position to the long because I am short bias here to begin with. But what I saw was, look at my entry here. So this is my entry to the short. But look at this level right here, 185. Exactly at 185.46, we encountered a strong resistance again. So at 2 minutes, confirmation right here. First red candlestick. After that, big pushed up. I went short, added to my position because we're still at that body of this candlestick. Stop loss is just above that 185.46. Rode this one down. This one did not take a long time for this to break. Cover, and then just partialing all the way here. I just did not like that there's some consolidation. Now we do have a small position left that is lower than my break even, which I am gonna even lower. So this one, just a couple of shares left to the short, just waiting for Tesla to move even lower. But that is the Tesla trade. So even if we only had 2 stocks to trade, it was worth the wait, just because I did not want to pay lots of commission, and just training myself to have that good risk to reward ratio, as well as letting the winners run. So that's what I'm doing right here, holding this couple of shares left in Tesla. So next one is Docu. With Docu, short bias, this is one of those stocks that we say is an A plus setup. Unfortunately, did not give us really that big of a move. So it's a gap down play. You have a breakaway where this one opened more than the requirement for us is, it should be a gap down of more than 3%, which it did. So short bias here. I was watching this one to test the high of the day. After it tests the high of the day, it just shoot right up. I was looking for the first sign of weakness, and since it's a gap down, I am short bias. So what I saw was, all right, first red candlestick. I will short this one. So I was calling that out, that this one is the first red candlestick. I shorted it here. Stop loss is, of course, the high of the day. It was trending lower, but I did not like the movement just because of the wick. So let's look at the 1 minute, and let's look at the wick right here. Look at the 1 minute here. So shorted it here, although my stop loss is all the way around up here. That is the high of the day. This wick right here could just be the stop loss got hit by the profit market makers, and then before it did its move. I was comfortable like holding this one, just a small position, but I did not like how first you have that wick right there, you have that wick right there. When I saw that you have that wick right there, this can just have a potential to just shoot right up, and my entry is right here. So I did not want to turn this one into a red trade, so I just went all out. I cannot read anything with this because there's not a lot of volume there anyway. So there's not like a price or volume price analysis anomaly there. So I just went all out. I did not like that has a lot of wick, that your order sitting there, even if your stop loss, it just can just rip right up, and I'm short there. So yeah, did not want to overstay. So let's go back to Tesla. So yeah, that is my trade for today. So a little short of 3K, but we do have some small position left in Tesla, which now we've been waiting for this support to be broken, which it did. So now this is, the support that now became a resistance. So now 183.68 is now a resistance. What is the next support here? 182.87, which we have been testing 3 times already. But that is my trade today. So 2 hours of trading and we are done for the day. I can just leave this one on and just wait for my stop loss to get hit. And that's pretty much it. So let's see if my stop loss will get hit. This one was a lot of volume right here in the 1 minute. Now we're back in that resistance, now acting as a support if we go past through that. All right, so while waiting for Tesla to do what it wants to do, for those of you guys who are asking on where to begin on how to day trade for a living, please check our website out. It's called ecourseunlocked.com, and in that website you can see our syllabus. We are now trying to go into real estate as well, so that's going to be coming in the future. But for day trading, go to this tab, and that tab we do have our services, our syllabus is there. So we add to this content every week, so learning never stop. And we do have that simple pricing, no hidden fees, no commitment, you can cancel anytime. And we do have one of our top trading strategy that you can download for free and see whether that will help your trading styles, your trading, your way of trading. But yeah, with that, we are done for the day and we'll do this again tomorrow. If you guys do have questions, please feel free to email us and we would love to help you guys out on any day trading questions. Yeah, so going back to Tesla, Tesla had a big rejection at that initially was a resistance that turned into, well, initially was a support that turned into a resistance. So yeah, this trade right here is looking good. So yeah, that's the thing about trading. You know, you don't have to go like pick a lot of stocks to trade. If you see one stock and you just see the potential for that, you can just stick to that one stock, which is what we did with Tesla. Yeah, given that it did not work out with this and this one first, but the potential was there. So re-entering here was able to capture that move and now capturing this move as well. So very profitable trade there. And what did DocQ end up doing? DocQ, yeah, with DocQ it still is looking short at this point, but it's just not moving as much. Look at this one. Although it has 5 million actively being traded, this one is a float of 200 million. So we do have a support there, so that can just mean that it can just go, you know, consolidate at that level. We really don't know, but I don't like the price action here. There's so many wicks, wick here, that yeah, it's just the market makers that is the one that has an edge there. So unless the retail traders like us is constantly watching it too, then we do have, you know, self-fulfilling prophecy when all the retail traders are trading it and the moves or the strategy that we all are looking at comes into fruition. So that's why we like those that are very volatile, just like Tesla. All right, so let's see. No imbalance right here. Let me just put my Epic pen here. No imbalance. But what I'm looking at Tesla now is to break that support at 182. So we'll see. All right, so with that, I will turn off now my camera and call it a day. And let's see if this is just gonna stop me out or break that support. We'll see. All right, thank you so much for watching and we'll do this again next time. Bye for now. And let's see if